we imaginary. What time is it? I'm RJ, and Avery's with me for a monthly vlog. Oh, hello. Is that the same outfit you wore when we reviewed Toy Story 4? You know that now that I'm looking at it, I think it might be. Well, it's been a crazy couple of past weeks for the end of August here, and lots of people come visit, which is something that normally doesn't happen to me. And I also came down with sinus stuff, so my voice is kind of a little bit on the fritz, but it cleared up enough, and I sound mostly like a normal person enough to get you this vlog and to do filming today, which is my plan, because we got a lot of upcoming stuff in September. And also I'm running on like this much sleep because we've been binging Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance. You want to talk about that real fast because you're still like buzzing about it. Yeah, let's talk about that real fast. So one of the biggest things going over the original Dark Crystal that I noticed when Chester and I did that reaction, I'll put a link to that up above, but one of the big things is the movie itself doesn't really get you in depth of how it led up to the point that the plot of the movie happens. I think I compared it to going into Star Wars and only for the first time just seeing the second half of Return of the Jedi. You have no idea what led up to it. You're like seeing the climax, but you don't see the build up. So the whole point of the Netflix series is to show that build up that led up to the events of the movie, because it left all these unanswered questions about the world, like what happened to the Gelfling? How did the Skeksis and the Mystics break apart? What's the deal with the Dark Crystal? What exactly is it supposed to do, and why is it corrupted, and all of that? That's just like the surface of all the questions that the original movie presented. And this series starts clearing that up. It delves more into the world itself and kind of the layout and the setup of this world and all of these different races, how they used to be, especially with the Gelfling. We get a lot of Gelfling lore, which is great because in the movie you just get the last two, Jen and Kira. And this is kind of showing, well, what happened to the rest. We know that the Skeksis wiped them out, but how did that happen? How did it lead up to that point where there were only two remaining Gelfling left to defeat the Skeksis? So it's a very exciting ride, and it's all done practically too, isn't it? Yeah. So I can't even imagine what the production cost on this was, because it was 10-minute episodes, and true to Netflix form, each episode was about an hour long. Yeah, but I really like the practical effects in it. They're really good. You can tell that modern technology they found a way to kind of like make it work along with the puppets, which is really great. Yeah, so a big part about this is so much of it is done practically. In fact, because I was a nerd, I was watching the behind the scenes making of the show. And at first they tried to make CGI computer with actual puppets, trying to see if they could cut down the production value. Originally it was just supposed to be a cartoon series of Dark Crystal. The fact that they went this route and just did everything practical, they did the puppets, they had the original concept artist Brian Froud made and designed all of the characters for this, and you can tell it's just so passionate, and that's one thing I love, and that's a big thing that I love kind of about puppeteers as a community, is we just get so passionate about things that we care about, and we put so much time and effort into those things that even if someone doesn't like the end result, they can at least appreciate all of the time and effort and talent it took to make this. But I really like the result of the Dark Crystal series. I think it helps answer a lot of questions left from the original movie. It helps explore the world more, and we definitely just get a sense of the grand epic that Jim wanted it to come across as when they were making the original film. So it's like that, but on a bigger scale now. You just feel the grandness more, you feel the epic more, you feel the tension more. One big plus about the series that I want to bring up really fast is the pacing. Because one of the big problems with the movie is the pacing felt really slow. And again, I think part of that might have been to the restrictions and limitations of the time. I mean, they did their best, but when it came down to like any fight scenes or high chase scenes in the movie, it didn't seem to move that quickly. It was moving faster than other things, but there was still kind of all felt like it was a little bit in slow motion. And The voices put me to sleep. Yeah, I know, you have this thing about monotone voices, but I think part of that might have been because you watched it during the day, and you're not really a daytime person. What was that? Oh, are we still talking? But in the series, they managed to do the editing in a certain way. And again, part of this has to do with technology. Everything's just a little tighter now than it was before. The editing's tighter than it was before. So when you have the action scenes, you feel the action. When you have the chase scenes, you feel the suspense. It's just, it's quick. The pace is a lot better in the series than I think it is compared to the movie, because when it needs to be fast, it's able to be fast. And I'm not sure if the movie was quite able to capture that as well as the series did. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch. If you're a Dark Crystal fan, definitely go check it out. If you're even a puppetry fan in general, you like Henson's work, you should definitely go check it out, because pretty much it was the whole Jim Henson production company that worked on this. They had all of the Creature Shop people working on it, all their puppeteers are on it. So it's just it's a really grand scale just in making this thing. That if you enjoy that kind of thing of seeing a huge production process with lots of hands-on work being put in to create a product, chances are you'll appreciate the Dark Crystal series for the effects, if for nothing else. Although I think this story draws you in a lot more than the movie did. And people were able to appreciate the movie for the effects at the time, but I think they'll be able to appreciate the story a little bit more now too, because you can understand it, because they made it clear. Yes, because they made it a little clear. I'll give you that. You okay? You're not gonna die on me, right? No, I'm good, we're good. So now, going into September and talking about all the stuff we're gonna do this month. Once again, busy month, lots of things planned. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm excited about it too, because we got something we're gonna do today, right? Yep, so the Steven Universe movie comes out today. That's why I've got my little makeshift Steven Universe shirt here, because it's pink and it's got stars, so it makes me think of Steven Universe when I wear it. So Avery and I are both going to be reviewing that movie, him as his general kind of outside perspective, and me in cartoon format for more of a cartoon corner layout. And, well, the movie isn't out quite yet, so it's supposed to come out. When are they airing it today? Is that in the afternoon or in the evening? I don't know, it's airing sometime today. But it's airing sometime today. We're gonna watch it, and then we'll review it. And hopefully that review will be out tomorrow on Tuesday the 3rd at the absolute earliest. I think maybe depending on how soon the movie comes out, we'll be able to crank it out sooner, but I'm not banking on that. Just hopefully expect it out by Tuesday, and yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, just like with Invader Jim. And as always, there's going to be more Lucy Let's Plays. I think Lucy's wrapping up Miitopia or something. Weren't you going to get her more games? Yes, I was going to get her more games. I promise I am going to get her more video games. There's just other stuff got in the way first, real life stuff. And then, of course, in terms of Cartoon Corners, the final episodes of OKKO are coming out this Friday. I was actually kind of afraid that they were going to come out in a past Friday, because I had company over, which is something that never happened. So for the first time ever, I was like, when am I gonna have time to do this? But no, now I'm gonna have all the time, because no one's supposed to be visiting me until November. Excited to cover the last bits of OKKO. Really sad to see that show go to. Just a lot of good stuff. And of course, we're gonna have some little sketches and songs and things kind of sprinkled throughout. September is our Gecko Toffee's quote-unquote birthday. We got him in September, so we just kind of call that his birthday or his gotcha day or his hatch day or whatever you want to call it. But he's turning 2 this year, so we're going to do something special for that. You actually have it planned. Didn't you just kind of forget last year? I did not forget. There is a video I did not forget, but at the beginning of that video you forgot. Well, that doesn't matter now. I know now. I've got it down now. And we'll do something and he'll enjoy it. Right, Toffee? I don't think he cares. He never does. So that's kind of a loose idea of what's going on this month. Again, lots of stuff happening, not only on the channel, but just kind of with stuff I'm doing on the outside as well, with daily life and work and stuff. And it's picking up in the fall season, so there's going to be a lot of things. And then, of course, once October rolls around, we're going to have lots of Halloween-oriented stuff, which I'm biting on the bit to do that, but I'm taking my time. I know we got to get through September 1st. I don't want to be like the grocery stores. They put candy out in August. In August. I see one more box of Crunch bars on top of a freezer in the grocery store when I go and get regular food. I'm gonna knock down the whole aisle. It's too early for candy. So I think those are the big things for the month. I spent most of this vlog talking about Dark Crystal, but I kind of figured I would. Oh, we got a new pillow behind us. Oh yeah, this pillow is new. Did you design this one? No, I didn't. I bought it at JCPenney. So with that, everyone have a great Labor Day or rest day or whatever you're doing today. And we'll be in the process of cranking out some reviews, starting with Steven Universe. Woo! So we gotta figure out when that airs. Yeah, we gotta go figure that out. Let's go check the schedule real fast. Goodbye, see you soon!